In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make students monthly class attendance sheet. As you can see here, this is the Excel tutorial, not the PowerPoint one. I have added the teacher here. You can add the teacher name here, which section, and then the subject you can add it, what's the time of the class, and then which month and for which year. And here below you can add the student details, starting with the student ID, student name, and this is for the month of September. I have added all the months of all the days of the September, starting with this one with Tuesday, ending with again the Tuesday here. And here I have just put a cross mark and tick mark. If tick mark means that student is present and cross mark means he is absent. And here I have just put the total, present, absent, or is excused, or if you want some more details you can add it here. For example, let me just add this one, say 7th student, I'm just saying, and he is present, so I'm just going to type A only here. The moment I type A, you can see here it is putting a tick mark, and by default here you can see here the student, the present count is 4. It is keeps on increasing. You can see here something like this, and here he is absent. I'm going to put R. You can see the cross mark, and then the absentees, the count is increasing. You can see here. So let's see how to do this useful monthly class attendance sheet in Excel. Add a new blank sheet, then go to page layout. In the orientation, select the landscape, and then go to the size, select A4 size. Then you can see here one marquee line, which is the vertical, and then the horizontal. So this is our print area. So this is where I'm going to add all my details. So here you can add the ID, the name of the student, and then I'm going to add the number of days in a month. By default I'm going to add 30 days or 31 days, so I'm just going to add 1 and 2. So I'm going to select both of this. Then you can see here the plus sign. When I bring the cursor here, just drag this so that it is 12. You can see here, don't worry if it goes outside also of the print area. So you can see here now this is still 31. You can see here. So I'm just going to select all these things and then go to the home tab. You can see here the format. Either you can just say auto fit the column width, or you can adjust your own column width here. So I'm just going to select this column width. You can see here currently it's 8.43. maybe I'm going to give 2.5. let's see. Yeah, it's 2.5 brings this much. So we can add if you want more width, but let it be for the meantime, and then we can adjust the other columns as well. So I'm going to select this again, and let me just change the width to 2 only. Click OK. So it further reduces the width. So I've got enough space to increase the, you can see here the name. Again, you have to make sure that this is not going outside of this one. And here I'm going to add 3 more columns where I'm just saying, okay, whether the student is present or not, P and A for absent, or if you want you can add some more else also. So let it be 2 columns only, P and A. So this also, the column width, I'm going to make it 2.2 maybe. Just click OK. So you can see here, and then still I have got some space here. I can increase the name here. You can see here, sorry, let me just increase again. Still I have got the, yes. So now you can see here this is where it is touching the column here to this particular line. And below I'm going to add the student IDs, again starting with 1 and 2. Again select this, drag this down. Maybe you can go for 20 students. Let it be 20 students here, and later on we can add the names and all those things. So first of all I'm going to give the border for this. So I'm going to select this one. You can see here, bring it down till 20. you have got more room. You can see here more 3 or 4 extra rows also can be added. So I'm just going to select this. You can then go to under home tab. You can see here the borders, drag it down and you can see here more borders, and then I'm going to select this outline, and inside also you can see here. And if you want some different color, for example I want some gray color, again I'm going to select this and this. You can see a gray color has been added and click OK. So you can see here the color has been added here. And if you want, you can add the days of the week also, starting with, for example, say if I'm going to take say September means the first is Tuesday, so I'm going to start with Tuesday. You can see here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday and Monday. If you want, you can add 2 characters also, so that will be more easier. Control C, Control V, you can see here again Control V, Control V, and again let me just add manually only this one. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, and this is the total column. So I'm just going to select this merge shape and just type total. You can see here this also I'm going to give, or I can just select this and format painter, just paint it on top, and make sure that this is we have to give a right font size for this. But first let me just add the student here. Student, these 2 columns also I'm going to merge and center, make it left align and put it in the center, something like this. And this also you can give the same outside font, the outline, click OK. So you can see here our basic design is ready. So we need to add the headers here, and then we need to add some formulas at the bottom. So here I'm going to add teacher. You can see here I can say here section, and this I can use these columns, you can see here like this for the teacher name. So I'm going to add here a subject, you can see here, and then what's the time, and this one I want to use for month, and this one I want to use for year. Now I'm going to select this many columns, you can see here, and then just say merge and center. Again make sure that this is left align and put it on the middle align here. Okay, and then you can just add one bottom border only, something like this it will come. So here also I'm going to do the same thing, or I can just select this and do it something like this. Okay, so here also subject I'm going to select this number of columns, again merge and center, left, again this one, and this also I'm going to do the same thing. You can see here, sorry, let me just do it again, merge and center, and here this is where I'm going to add the subject, again merge and center, you can see here, and I can use the same, and again format painter, I'm going to copy it here. So this is for the month, so I'm going to take this many columns, again merge and center, you can see here, and for the year also I'm just going to do the same here. As usual I'm just going to add the month, again merge and center, left align, middle align here, you can see here, and then I'm just going to copy this here. So if you want, again you can add the same bottom border here, and then you can just type it the heading here. I'll just say students attendance sheet, and this one I'm going to take it maybe this many columns, merge and center, again left align, middle align, make it bold, if you want increase the size, something like this. So once this is done, Now we have added all the columns and everything. It's time to remove the grid lines. So go to view and remove the grid lines here. So you can see here it looks more neat and clear. The next step is I'm going to highlight the Saturdays and Sundays. You can see here I'm just going to highlight these Saturdays and Sundays and go to home and go and give some gray because this is the holidays. Okay, so again let me just select this format painter and here I'm going to select these Saturdays, you can see here, and then these two Saturdays and Sundays, or depend on your country, which country you're living in. So based on that one, sorry, let me just do it once again, double click this and then Saturdays, Sundays here, and this also Saturdays and Sundays here, and press the escape key. So you can see here I have just highlighted the holidays here. Now after highlighting the weekends, even I can just go and log this cell so that by mistake also we cannot add it here. So I'm not going to do that one, but now the important thing which I'm going to show you, I'm going to first of all select till here. Don't select the total there, only I'm going to select this columns and this data only, or rows only. And then what you can do here, the font I'm going to change to say Webdings. I'm going to change to Webdings. What Webdings will do, for example, say this is student 1. Okay, so here when I just click A, means it will put a tick mark here. Can you see here? A means a tick mark, that means he is present. Okay, and if I put R is a cross mark, that means he is absent on these days. You can see here like this, you can just do it. So I have used the font called Webdings. So first of all you need to select all the columns, okay, this many cells, and then you can just change the font to Webdings. And here also you can see here this looks very big. Also I can just go and select this and I can just reduce the font size here. So I've reduced the font size something like this. So you can just fill your teacher name here. Example, this is the teacher name, add here, and then subject, for example, I'll just say mathematics, and month I'm going to say September 2020. You can see here this one you can make it bold, increase the size, and the subject also you can increase the size, make it bold. So whatever you want you can just do it. And then comes the important part here, which is the formula. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to count all the tick marks in the present, and I'm going to count all the cross marks in the absent. So let's see how to do this formula. So the formula I'm going to use is count if. So how the formula works, I'm just going to type equals count. You can see here they have count a, so I'm going to use count if. I'm not going to use count ifs because only one criteria I'm going to select. So I'm going to select this count if, press the tab key. You can see here now it is asking for you two input, one is range and another is the criteria. The range is I'm going to select this one, this is my range, and for the present the criteria is A because the Webding, the font I'm going to use is A. So I'm going to select this my range till here, till the day number 31, comma, what is my criteria? Criteria is A. So A I'm going to put it or add it in inverted commas or quotations. So I'm just going to add the quotations, small a quotation close the bracket because I have opened the bracket, I need to close the bracket, and enter. So you can see here 3 is there. So let me just add more a's. Now here you can see here the moment I add, it is automatically adding the present count there. You can see here. So the same thing I'm going to do for the absent. So equals, you can see here, count if, open the bracket, range, I'm going to select the same range here till 31, comma, and this one within the double quotations small r and close the bracket. So you can see here there are 3 absent. Again here if I just put say r, the r count will increase. So this is the way you can just make the student attendance sheet, and it's very simple. I can just simply select this one and drag this one so that all the formulas will be applied to all this one. So again if I just put here a, you can see here like this, it's keep on adding this one. As I said, you can just lock this cell so that even by mistake also you will not enter any details here. So like this you can make it for September, October, for each month you can just add this one. Only thing you need to do is you have to just change the weekdays only. Maybe October starts maybe on Wednesday, so you have to just change this one. So all the sheet is ready. It's time to do some beautification work. So you can just select this one, maybe some different color you can use it here, some light colors you can see here, maybe some different color you can use it for this purpose. And again I'm going to use some other color, or depend on whatever the color which you like to use it. And this is the total, you can see here, this is the total. Maybe I have to merge it. This total also I'm going to give maybe this color. Here also I can give, so it up to you which color you want to give. Maybe here I can use some other color here, so whatever. So you can see here you can do this beautification work, something like this. That's it from me, friends. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel, and don't forget to subscribe PowerPoint University. See you soon with more interesting stuff. Till then, goodbye.